video is the TMI tag because I watched Jade the Libra's TMI tag recently and she tagged everybody who has not done the tag, which is strange because pretty much everyone's done it already. I think she made the same comment that like a lot of people have already done it, and I actually intended to do it a while back, but I just never got around to it. And today has been quite a day for me. Work started super early I had to be there at 7 o'clock. I had to borrow my mom's van, which doesn't have AC, and it was super hot. It's still hot in Vegas, if you guys don't know. It was a long day, and I feel like talking to you guys and kind of getting some stuff off my chest, so I figured what better way than to do this tag and kind of talk your guys' ear off and vent a little bit at the same time. So like I said, yeah, it was not a fun ride. The ride to work wasn't as bad, but the ride home was really shitty because no AC, and the van got a flat tire. It's like shredded, and I barely made it home. Not fun. The reason why I had to drive my mom's van is because Joseph and I share one vehicle, and he starts work later than I do, and it was just a big mess today because I had to go in early because we had something going on at work that I needed to be there earlier, and that's cool because I got out earlier, which was nice, but all the other added drama was not needed. But yeah, so that's done, over with. I got that off my chest. Now we can move on. Okay, so the first tag question for the TMI tag is, what are you wearing? I'm wearing this ratty t-shirt that's like, honestly, you can see through. You guys can probably see my tattoo through that. I've had this shirt so long, but I like it because it's comfortable, and I wear it under my work shirt and it doesn't make me super hot. And like I have a bunch of t-shirts that are like in this state. And I also have on jeans because my work uniform is jeans and a work shirt. I know, super fancy, right? No, but I love my uniform for work because it's comfortable. Number 2, ever been in love? Yes, I have been in love, and I am currently in love. I've been in love for 11 years now. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, insane, and it is, but I love him. I don't know if you guys have seen Joseph or not. He's been around in some videos, but we've been hanging in there strong for 11 years, and it's not always easy, but I love him, so that's why I keep him around. Number 3, ever had a terrible breakup? Yes, like I said, we've been together 11 years, so we've been through the ups, the downs, everything you can think of we've been through. We've had terrible breakups, but we always make it work and get back together, and we actually haven't had a terrible breakup since like high school days. That was more like way back in the day when we were both still really immature, so you guys know how that goes. Now, number 4, how tall are you? I am one of the shortest people you probably will ever meet if you ever meet me in real life. I am 5'2", but I could have it worse because my sister is 5 feet tall. And yeah, I hate being short as it is, but she's really short. So yeah, that's one thing I always wish I was taller, and I know taller girls always wish that they were shorter, but for sure I would want to be probably like around 5'7" or 5'9". That would be like my dream height. And Joseph is like 6'1" or 6'2", so there's like a whole foot of height difference between us, which not so big of a deal. How much do you weigh? This is kind of invasive, but I will go ahead and reveal. Honestly, my weight fluctuates a lot, and I used to weigh a whole lot less. I'll just put that out there. I currently weigh between 140 and 145 pounds. And like I said, I'm 5'2", so for my height, that's actually kind of a lot of weight to carry because I'm used to being in like 125. So to be 140 to 145, that's kind of a lot for me. I will say this, my butt's pretty big, my hips are huge, and that's where all my weight is, and I'm working on it. As a matter of fact, I have videos coming up in the near future that will be about that journey. So if you guys want to see my weight loss journey and get fit journey, stick around. Number 6, any tattoos? Yes, I have a lot. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but I have a fair amount of tattoos. I have this one, which is Latin for love conquers all, which, you know, we go through those stages where there are sayings and quotes that mean a lot to us, and this still does mean a lot to me. I do firmly believe that, and I love this tattoo. This is actually my favorite tattoo that I have. I have this one here, which I got for obvious reasons. I have a big tall heart and a little short heart, which I'm sure you can tell. Joseph's the tall heart, I'm the short one. I have a really ugly one on my shoulder area that I really want to get lasered off. There's a lot of tattoos that I have that I wish I hadn't have gotten, but I started getting them when I was like 18. That was like my rebellious thing that I did, because my parents are super strict, we're super strict, and pretty conservative. So when I turned 18, I'm like, F this, I'm just gonna go get tattoos, do what I want. And well, that was as rebellious as I got, because I'm still like, I don't know, I'm my parents' child, so I'm not too crazy, but that was like the most rebellious thing that I did. So I think in total I have like 6 tattoos, 4 of which I wish I didn't have. One of those tattoos is a tramp stamp, and it was like 2000 and what year was I? 18. I want to say it was like 2005, and they were really in. I don't think they were called tramp stamps at that time, so, and I thought they were cute, and I just went for it, and I wish I wouldn't have. What are you gonna do? One day I will get them lasered off though. The next question, we are on question number 7. Any piercings? Yes, I have my ears pierced 3 times. I have had a nose piercing. That was another one of my rebellious things. And I've had a belly button piercing, which I took out a couple years back because I just felt like I was too old for it. Like, I'm not, let me clarify. I'm not like super old. I'll be 28 this year, but a couple years back I just kind of felt like, I don't know, I felt like it wasn't really me anymore. I felt like it didn't fit my stage in life. OTP. Now, I would have never known what this meant had I not watched a bunch of other people's tag videos. I guess it's one true pairing. That's kind of a, I don't know. Oh, I got it. Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling. I'm sure that he's completely happy with Eva Mendes, whatever. I'm sure they're, lovely together as a couple, but come on. Anybody who is a true Notebook fan is really rooting for Rachel and Ryan to make it work, but now I feel like it's ruined. It's too late. Not gonna happen. What are you gonna do? And just for the record, I'm like looking in the viewfinder and seeing all these like little spots on my shirt. This shirt usually does not see the light of day, so, and I've used it when I was dyeing my hair before, so it's got all these like little hair dye and bleach spots on there. So yeah, excuse the ratty looking shirt. Moving on, the next question is number 9, favorite show. Now, that question is kind of hard to answer, because with TV shows or like stuff like that in general, I get a little bit obsessive about them. So just for example, like I just went through an entire series of Dexter, like season 1 to season I think 8 in a matter of a month. I watched so much Dexter in 1 month, and it was a really good series. I really liked it, but I hated the ending. And if you guys have seen the series and are fans of the show, I'm sure you agree with me. Like, that ending was stupid. I hated it. Also, House was another one. Like, I watched that when it was on TV, but I went through the entire like series recently just because I missed the very end season. So I watched the whole series probably in the same like time frame, like a month. And that one, again, another one that had a stupid, lame ending. Hated it. But I don't know, I feel like TV is going in that direction these days. Hated the ending though. It was awful. But love the show. It's a great show. Favorite bands. I don't listen to a whole lot of bands, but if I had to pick a band, I would say Paramore. Is that like lame? Do people not like Paramore anymore? I don't know. I really like them, but I'm not a big band person. So if I had to say a band, I would have to say like them, or do I like anybody else? My brother's probably gonna be so ashamed of me right now because he's a big band person. Like, he likes that kind of music, like bands. But yeah, they're like the only ones I can think of right now. Number 11, something you miss. Okay, I don't know if you guys watched this when you were a kid, but I miss on back in the day, Channel 21 here in Vegas used to be Nickelodeon and Nick at Night. Nick at Night used to have all the old TV shows, like every old TV show you would ever want to watch. Like, I used to love that. I Love Lucy is one of me and Joseph's all-time favorite TV shows ever. Oh, I should have said that for the other one. Anyways, but yeah, that's one of our favorite shows, and they used to play I Love Lucy, they would play Dick Van Dyke Show, Taxi, just like all the old TV shows, and I miss that. It was like, I don't know, I like that. Number 12, favorite song. There are so many. I couldn't just choose one. That would be like asking someone to choose their favorite child. You don't do that. But I don't know. If you guys don't know, I'm super, like, I love music. I'm into music. I really like to sing. So I'll sing pretty much anything. I don't really have a favorite song though. I would just have to say whatever I'm feeling at the moment, because I go through phases with music too. So I can't really answer that. But if, I don't know, should I answer that for the sake of this video? Favorite song. No, can't narrow it down. Number 13. How old are you? I answered this earlier. I am 27. I'll be 28 in December. Number 14, zodiac sign. I'm Sagittarius, which I think I'm like pretty true to my sign, because Sagittarians are notoriously like kind of all over the place, and that is totally me. They are free-spirited. They like to travel. I don't get a lot of traveling done, but I feel like that's why a lot of times I feel like restless, because I'm always wanting to move on to the next thing and try new things and do this and do that, and I'm usually going in a million different directions at one time. So yeah, I blame it on that. Quality you look for in a partner. I haven't dated, obviously. Me and Joseph are high school sweethearts. But if I was to date try to date now, the qualities I'd look for in a partner would be somebody that's fun, somebody that's funny, somebody that I have things in common with, which all of those things Joseph and I have in common. They're all qualities that he has. And yeah, it's just somebody that's like chill and like that you can get along with. I think that's like the most important part of a relationship, is like you have to have a good like friendship along with the relationship. Where are we at? 16, favorite quote. I don't have one. I mean, obviously I have a little bit of a quote tattooed on my arm, so I guess we could say that would be my favorite quote. But I really don't have one. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Look at more quotes. Favorite actor. Number 17 is favorite actor. Favorite actor. You know, and I was just thinking the other day of a person who was my favorite actor, and I can't, like, you should know that, right? I mean, there's so many people that I really, really enjoy their movies. Like, of course, I love Denzel movies. I love, what's her name? Sandra Bullock movies. Like, her movies are always super silly and funny, and I like those kind of movies, so I think she's really cool. Rachel McAdams, I love her movies, even though lately all of them are the same. Like, all of them. But it's okay. She's kind of like pigeonholed in that romantic kind of movie role, but that's okay. So yeah, Rachel McAdams. I really like Ryan Reynolds. His movies are good. So many people. Anna Faris is really funny. There's so many people, like, I'm like a huge like movie buff too, so I have a lot of favorite actors. I can't really narrow it down to just one. There's so many people who I think are really talented. My favorite color. This is another thing. I don't have a favorite color anymore. When I was a kid, if you would have asked me what my favorite color was from like age, we'll say kindergarten to 5th grade, I would have said blue. If you would have asked me what my favorite color was from age like, we'll say like middle school through high school, I probably would have said pink. Now, honestly, I really, like, if you're asking me what my favorite color is as far as like to wear, I wear mostly all black and white all the time. Like mostly black, we'll say that. Because it's slimming. But hopefully I can incorporate some more color into my wardrobe after I slim down a little bit. And I'm not saying like I'm super overweight or anything, but I do feel like you should feel comfortable in your own skin in order to wear certain things. Like, at least for me, like there are certain things that I'm just not comfortable wearing right now because I still want to lose some weight. But I really like mint, like a mint color. That's really pretty. It's one of my favorite colors. Alright, number 19, loud music or soft music? I feel like this is kind of a dumb question because I mean, for most people, I feel like it varies depending on what kind of a mood you're in. So both loud and soft music. And I feel like I look super yuck today. Like my hair is all flat because I worked all day and it was a hot ride in the car, and yeah. So excuse the flat hair. Where do we leave off? Okay, number 20. Where do you go when you're sad? That's a strange question. Like, if I am sad, I will, I don't know, there's like a lot of stuff I do to like try and cheer myself up when I'm sad. I will work on YouTube stuff, or I will go retreat to my room and cover up in the, you know, get all snuggly in the covers and just watch TV. But that's, I mean, that's pretty much it, I guess. Number 21. How long does it take you to take a shower? A long time. I am like this. I am kind of meticulous when it comes to getting ready, when it comes to taking a shower. I would say probably like regularly 20 to 30 minutes, but I could be in there probably a lot longer. And I know that's wasteful, it wastes a lot of water, but that's one thing that like always drives just crazy, is like, God, why do you take so long to do everything? When it comes to like my makeup, I take a really long time just because I have a way that I like to do it. When I'm doing makeup on myself, it's more of a relaxing thing. It's something that I do for fun. It like puts me in a good mood. It relaxes me. It's just something that I like. So I do it a certain way, and I listen to music, and it's more of a, it's like a thing for me. I'm kind of like that when it comes to the other areas of my life too, like taking a shower. I have a certain routine, you know, wash my hair. I have like steps that I take when it comes to moisturizing, exfoliating, washing, like shaving, all that stuff. It's just, I have an order. That was like a long answer to that question. Number 22, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, like I said, so I get up at, if I go to, like my work schedule changes all the time. So sometimes I get up in the morning and take Joseph to work and then go to work myself. So like he has to be to work at 8:30. Usually days that he has to be to work at 8:30, I have to be to work at 9:30. So we leave the house at 8 o'clock for him to get to work on time. I need to get up by like no later than 7. So I would say like it takes me about an hour to get ready. But I will really try and shoot for 6:30 just to give myself a little extra time, because I like to like get up and feed and water the dogs in the morning and like all that extra stuff. And sometimes, the majority of the time, I make him late for work. So yeah, I'm really horrible with time management. Number 23, ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I'm not proud of it, but I will tell you guys what happened. So I told you, me and Joseph are high school sweethearts, and there was another girl that like kind of was eyeing him and was always flirting with him, and in high school. So we were on lunch break, the bell rings, this stupid bitch comes over, grabs his ass right in front of me, like I'm not gonna do anything, like really? And I'm not usually a physical person or person that lets other people get to me like that. Like, I mean, I have a short temper, but I normally don't get like violent. Before I knew it, I punched this girl in the face, and it was a huge fight. And you know how when you're in high school, everybody's like, fight, fight, like it was like that whole thing. And she was much bigger than me, like much bigger. So as an example, I was still obviously the same height at that time. I was like 5'2", and I probably weighed about 110 pounds, or no, like 120 pounds. And she was maybe, I'll say like 5'5", 5'6", and probably weighed about 200 or 250. So there was a huge difference, but at that time I was pissed. I didn't care. I didn't care that she was bigger than me and probably could beat me up, which she didn't, by the way. I was seeing red. I honestly don't even remember. Like, I don't even remember like making the decision to punch her in the face, because it was like an instant kind of thing. Like, I just did it. I was pissed, and that was that. I didn't get in trouble. Like, my parents weren't really upset, because I had never really gotten in trouble in school, so they weren't mad about it. But it's kind of funny to look back on it now. And there are times that we will see this girl, like, we've seen her since high school. We'll see her out and about together, and he's even seen her out and about like when he's by himself, and he said that she completely turns the other direction, doesn't even look at him. Like, when I saw her actually at a Walmart a while back, me and him were at a Walmart, and she was like, pew, gone the other direction. Like I said, I'm not a violent person, but like, that pushed me to that point. I snapped. And that's my one and only fight of life. Number 24, turn on. I would just say somebody who is like funny and athletic. Yeah, funny and athletic, I would say. Turn off, arrogance. I cannot stand arrogant people. Like, if you are cocky, if you cross that line from confident to cocky, like, that's it. You're no longer attractive. Number 26, the reason I joined YouTube. So I joined YouTube 2 years ago. And at that time I don't know, I feel like I was just kind of searching for something, like a niche that I fit into, and I stumbled upon makeup tutorials, and I'd always been into makeup for like the longest, like since I can remember. Like, my first like time I wore makeup, I wasn't allowed to. Like, my mom let me, but my dad was like, no, he was not about that. So my mom was letting me sneak to wear makeup, and my dad happened to like catch me out with makeup on, and it was not a pretty sight. Like, I cried, he yelled at me. Like, all my dad had to do when I was a kid was yell, and that like sent me to tears. So it wasn't a good thing. And I think I was like in 6th grade at the time. So and it wasn't like a lot of makeup, but he wasn't about that. So I have always really loved makeup. I have always just kind of like had a passion for like the beauty industry, even like before I even knew that I did. Like, I was always into hair and makeup and clothes and all that. Yeah, it was that mixed with I thought, you know, I think I have something to contribute to the beauty community on YouTube. And plus, I'm not a person that has a lot of like friends in real life. I have like a small group of friends, but I just felt like I could, you know, connect with people and make more friends, and like talk to like-minded people, and, you know, kind of communicate with people that were into the same things that I'm into. And so far it's been great. I've met a lot of like really cool people on YouTube and done some really cool collaborations, and yeah, so I'm very happy I joined YouTube. Talking so much that I'm like getting out of breath. Number 27, fears. We all have them, and I will say this, like, my mom and my grandma are the biggest worrywarts of life. Like, they worry about everything. Like, when I go home from my mom's house, she'll be like, oh, okay, buckle up, drive safe, I love you, call me when you get home. Like, Mom, I just left the house. I live 20 minutes away. Granted, I do still call her all the time just to like ease her worry, and because me and my mom are close, we talk a lot anyways, but that's just as an example. Like, they worry a lot, and I feel like they have kind of handed that down to me. Like, I worry over stupid things that I shouldn't worry about. Like, when I leave my house, if I can't remember if I locked my door or not, or if I can't remember if I turned off the dryer, like, I will drive home, make sure everything's locked, make sure the dryer's off, or just anything like that in general, or curling iron, whatever. I worry a lot. So I guess fears, I would have to say, I don't have any specific ones, but like, I have fears of like things going wrong. It just kind of, you know, freaks me out a bit. think that has to do with my OCD. Number 28, last thing that made you cry. Probably a movie. What movie was I watching last that I cried at? I can't remember, but movies make me cry all the time. All the time. Dang it, I was just sitting on my bedroom floor watching a movie the other day and it made me cry. I don't remember what it was. But I will say this, the end of Dexter, I cried. When he let Deborah into the ocean, I freaking lost it. Like, what the hell, Dexter? Why did it have to end that way? I know, I should just get over it. And that's probably pretty stupid. Like, I normally wouldn't tell people that I cry about things like that, but we're friends. I can tell you guys. Number 29, last time you said you loved someone. Today, in a text message not too long ago to Joseph. Number 30, meaning behind your YouTube name, Beauty by Brandy. Honestly, I'm really pissed at myself that I didn't try and think of a better YouTube name because I feel like it's generic and stupid, but I'm stuck with it now because I've had it for 2 years and all my branding is Beauty by Brandy. My website, my business cards, my YouTube channel, everything is Beauty by Brandy, and it is what it is. I wish I could change it, but it's too late in the game now, so I'm just gonna roll with it. And yeah, my own mistake. So note to anybody else that's who's gonna start a YouTube channel, make sure you think of something cool and something that you're gonna be happy with down the road, because once you have a name on YouTube, or even if you have a smaller channel and you've been doing it for a while, it's kind of like misleading to change your name in the middle. You might cause some confusion and just, yeah. Number 31, last book you read. I don't really read a whole lot of books, and I know that sounds terrible. The last book I read was the Twilight books. Like, I've read all of the books, like every single one of them. The last one I've read a lot. Breaking Dawn, I've read that like a ton of times, but I really am not a book reader. I'm more of like an article reader, like Science Daily or Yahoo News. I'm always reading articles on there. Number 32, book you are currently reading. None. Number 33, last show you watched. The last show I watched was Teen Mom. That was the other night. That was Wednesday night, because Teen Mom comes on Wednesday night. Love that show. Oh, that's also another one of my favorites, so I probably should have mentioned that earlier. Last person you talked to. The last person I talked to was my friend Antoinette, and she's like my sister, like my friend. She's Joseph's sister, so, you know, she's pretty much my sister. Where are we at? The relationship between you and the last person you text. Joseph, he is my boyfriend. Favorite food. I don't really have a favorite food anymore. I really like Baja Fresh. That's one of my favorite things to eat. I always get the same thing from there. I get it 2 ways. I get a burrito, a chicken burrito with black beans, rice, green chili, salsa, and cheese, and I either get that in the bowl or an actual burrito tortilla thing. So yeah, that's probably like one of my favorite things. But I've recently rediscovered Porter Sub, and I really love their food. The number one, it's like some Italian sandwich. It's like an Italian sandwich, and it's really good. Oh, and I love all Italian food. So yeah, let me change that. I'm gonna say Italian food is my favorite because I can eat some pasta, and Olive Garden is hands down one of my favorite restaurants. I know that sounds bad. It's like not real Italian food, but I love it. And I guess it kind of is real Italian food. It's just, I mean, it's like commercialized. You know what I mean? Number 37, place you want to visit. There's so many places I want to visit, guys. I want to go everywhere. I want to go see everything. And again, I think that ties into me being a Sagittarius. I want to go to London. I want to go to France. I want to see Spain, and Australia is one of my big like dream places to go. I really want to go to Australia. Italy, I don't know if I already said that, but I just want to travel the world. I want to see Japan. I want to see all like the huge, amazing monuments and things to see. I want to see Egypt. I just want to see everywhere. Last place you were. The last place I was work. Do you have a crush is number 39, and yes I do. His name is Joseph, and call that cheesy if you want, but he'll always be my crush, even if we end up like getting married one day, even though we've been together like 11 years, we're still not married. He'll still always be my crush. Number 40, last time you kissed someone. This morning I kissed Joseph goodbye. In the morning, like if I'm leaving and he's still in bed, he's like a zombie, like out of it. So it usually consists of me like trying to find his face underneath all the covers and like a quick kiss saying I love you and bye. So yeah. Number 41, last time you were insulted. Guys, I'm insulted on pretty much almost a daily basis. I work in customer service. I get insulted quite often and it sucks and I don't like it, but it happens and I don't let it bother me. I could care less. Sometimes I get insulted on here on YouTube, which sucks, but it doesn't happen that much here, so I'm grateful for that. The majority of my comments and things like that and feedback is all just like really nice things from all you guys, all my friends here on YouTube. So I don't see a whole lot of things that are, you know, mean or bad, but I do see some thumbs down once in a while, and I see some like not so nice comments every once in a while, but for the most part it's not like that bad. Number 42, favorite flavor of sweet. Does that mean like candy, like maybe favorite flavor of sweet? I don't know what that means really. I would say chocolate. Is that a sufficient answer? Chocolate? We'll say that. Number 43, what instruments do you play? So I decided to join band in like 6th grade. I found out it wasn't for me, but in band I chose the bass clarinet because I didn't know what that was, and my band director made me think it was cool, and there were only 2 positions for a bass clarinet, and I picked it up, and so did one of my other friends that lived down the street from me. Little did I know the damn instrument was bigger than I was at, you know, what, 11, 12 years old. The damn case I could have fit into. So it was a struggle, and my school is perched, or was perched on like the top of a really steep hill, so I would walk up and down that hill with that stupid instrument. Most of the time I got rides from my parents, but the days I would have to carry that thing sucked. So I played that in 6th grade. I have also tried to take up piano on my own, and I've kind of taught myself how to play a little bit. I'm not like a pianist by any means, but I can play a little bit, and I got a guitar a couple years ago for Christmas, so I've kind of tried to learn some stuff on that. So bass clarinet, piano, and guitar. So I'm going to quickly try and answer the rest of these questions because I've talked your guys' head off and my battery is screaming at me, my camera's overheating, so let's try and get these done quickly. Okay, we left off at number 43, answered that one. Okay, 44, favorite piece of jewelry, and I don't really have one. There are a couple pieces that I wear every day, so I guess that could be counted as favorites, which I'm wearing none of them right now because when I get home I take off all my jewelry, but it would have to be a band that I wear all the time on my left hand. It is diamonds and white gold, and it's like really small. It's not like fancy diamonds or anything. I mean, it's just a diamond band. It's not, you know, crazy expensive. Then I usually always wear my Tiffany's necklace that my mom got me for my birthday like 3 years ago, and then matching earrings that I got for Christmas from Joseph and his mom. And then there's a ring that my mom got me for my 18th birthday that is yellow gold, and it has my birthstone, and it's really pretty, and I wear that one all the time too. So I would say those items. Those are like my daily jewelry collection. Number 45, last sport you played. Does skateboarding count as a sport? Because I would say that. If not that, then I would say basketball, because you guys know I have played basketball for a very long time. It used to be one of my huge passions in life, and I still really love the sport. I would like to play it more often, it just doesn't always happen. But my brother gave me a skateboard recently. It's a longboard actually, and it is super fun to ride. I found that I love longboarding. It's so relaxing, it's so fun just to get out there, and like normally at night I'll just go like skate around my neighborhood for a while, and it's a lot of fun. I like it. So I would say that, if that counts. Where are we at? Last song you sang. Let's look at my Google Play Music and we will find out. What did I sing last? Explosions from Ellie Goulding? Is that how you say it? Yeah, Ellie Goulding. It's a good song, by the way. Okay, number. And if you're wondering why I have my iPad like in my face, because I'm blind in my left eye, like legit, like legally blind. So my eyesight's not the best, but I work with it. Favorite chat up line. I'm assuming that's like favorite pickup line, which I don't have one. Isn't that like a guy thing? Girls don't need pickup lines. And then the other question, 48, is have you ever used it? No, I don't use pickup lines. I don't date because I've been in a long-term relationship for a long time, and I don't need them. Girls don't need them in general, but if you're a girl and you're in a relationship, you definitely don't need them. Number 49, last time you hung out with anyone. That was Tuesday, like if you mean outside of the house, it would be last Tuesday. Joseph and I went to see a movie. It was No Good Deed with Taraji P. Henson and Idris Elba. Great movie. It was really, really good. I liked it. Number 50, who should answer these questions next? That is a hard one because I don't know many people that haven't done this tag, so I am just going to use the same answer that Jade used in her video. Anybody who has not done this tag, do this tag if you like, because I know a lot of people have done it already, and I think it's a pretty cool tag. It really helps you kind of like get to know people. So yeah, I had fun doing it. Hopefully you guys liked it and I didn't talk too much. I know I've been talking for a while, so my voice is getting like kind of hoarse. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.